Hold
It's
on.
always
This
interesting.
this is Kendra with Triz TV, and I'm back with another video. You guys gotta see this. You gotta hear it for yourself.
Interesting. Who gets judged?
It's interesting.
Interesting. Who gets judged and who gets protected?
Right.
You'll shame a woman for seeking stability, even call her a gold digger. But
Right.
praise your homeboy for being a couch hopping opportunist and call it game. What I
Right.
recognize is the truth is no longer about principle, it's about who's benefiting. When men exploit women, it's strategy. When women expect provision, it's manipulation.
Right.
Same behavior, different verdicts,
Right.
depending on who's on trial. The moment a man calls it out, he's simping.
Right.
Like accountability cancels masculinity. And we're lost because you'll check a woman's standards before you check another man's behavior.
Right.
All this talk about being kings, but no one says a word when your man's whole kingdom is built on a woman's couch.
Right.
It's always interesting who gets judged and
Right.
who gets protected.
Right. Isn't it insanity? I seen a video the other day. Now it was absurd because anybody ordering 15, what are you ordering at a restaurant for $1,500? Like I would have left that woman with the check too. But that's a small minority of women who do stuff like that. A lot of times these women are just asking to go on simple plain dates, and men get mad and say, I want to go 50-50, or I don't want to pay altogether. And my thing is, if we are in a vetting, right, we're vetting each other based on qualities to see if we have the compatibility to get together and be in a relationship. And if I'm vetting you on things that you as a man are supposed to have, one of them is provision. So when you decide not to pay for a date, you're saying that you can't afford to pay, which is provisional, right? Which means you don't have the provisions to be in a relationship. Nobody's saying spend two, three, four, five, six, seven, $800 on no date, right? Okay, if any girl is looking for that, you already know, don't even finish the date. Like, come on, have discernment, right? And girls, y'all gotta stop thinking that the more he spend, the more he like you. No, a man could spend money on you and not like you at all. So cut that out. It doesn't have anything to do with your value that he's spending money. Stop doing that. Like, you look pathetic, and they just don't tell you that. But for the men who are asking for women to go half, you look pathetic. A man that is, everything that he just said about men is so true. And a lot of these blogging, these stupid, mediocre tutorial, Fresh and Kick, all these platforms, all they're doing is making men lovers of self and making men self-absorbed and have no type of accountability. They're the ones pushing these narratives. Like a man that can use a fat woman to get up, he's bigged up. A man that uses, there were videos, memes on Facebook talking about it's cuffing season, it's in the winter, y'all go get y'all fat chick. That's pathetic. You being bigged up for using a fat chick, but a woman expecting you to pay for a meal at a restaurant, you having a fit, and you the man. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? That to me is insanity. I'm a woman. We're supposed to be catered to. That's the reason why God gave us roles. He didn't give us roles for men to look at us as weaker. He didn't give us roles to take advantage of men. It was how he structured it, because Adam came before Eve, and because Eve was beguiled by the serpent, right? When Adam was gone, she was easily tricked. You want to cover her so that she's not being tricked by society. How does society trick women? They trick women into what? Cosmetics, messing with yourself, buying a whole bunch of stuff that's useless and meaningless, right? Not really working on her personality in depth and being a good woman, but being looking the part, or looking to arouse, or we're being beguiled every single day. But the Adams aren't coming to the rescue of Eve. They're too busy trying to be Eve. They're too busy trying to be Eve. They're not coming to Eve's rescue. Or they're too busy trying to be the serpent. That's the only roles I've been seeing a lot of men play. Either they're the serpent trying to beguile Eve, or they're trying to be Eve. Where are all the Adams at? Where are the coverings that are supposed to protect women? These women out they mind because all their coverings are acting like them. All their coverings be damn to actually cover them. To actually come up and actually be men. She makes as much money or more money than me. She don't need a man. That's your insecurity. Ain't got nothing to do with her. Don't push that on women. That's your inadequacy. Just if she make money now, all of a sudden she say, but if she was a damsel in distress, you wouldn't even be there to pick her up. That's the thing. If a woman, that's the sad part, because you say you want to be a man, but if you meet a woman who's a damsel in distress, you would call her a bum. You would mistreat her. Please take several seats. Y'all don't know. I don't want to hear it no more. I want to hear it no more. Because if a woman was a damsel in distress, you still wouldn't step up to the plate and be no Adam. It's not like you would be a man. You would play her. You would diss her, put on social media. Y'all men just full of it. That's what I'm starting to believe. That's what I'm starting to know. A lot of y'all men just full of it. A lot of y'all Eve, and that's the problem. There's too many people walking around here beguiled by the serpent or trying to be the serpent. If you really want a real good woman, you have to be a real good man. Point blank, period. And this stuff right here that he's talking about, this manipulation versus provision, let me explain something to you. Providing for a woman is not her way of manipulating you, moron. If you want to be in that relationship, if you want to have a family that's whole, then you have to provide for it. That's the whole point of a man, is to provide. No, not just economically, right? With your presence, showing up, being there, being loving, being nurturing. Nurturing is not just for a woman, it's also for a man. Who wears their rule book telling men that they can't nurture their women and children? Where? Where is nurturing not a part of masculinity? You have to be a father. Fathers aren't just stern. Like, I don't know who wrote man's rule book, but somebody unwrite it. Because you guys have like an internal log somewhere in your mind that teaches you stupid stuff that nobody taught you. And then you have this rule book where you're so unfair. You can do certain things, but you be damned if women do it. If women act like y'all, you wouldn't be able to handle it. If women started doing and playing, and now that women are starting to play the game like that, you're getting upset and trying to try to disenfranchise women, mainly only black women, for whatever reason. But anyway, this is Kendra with Twist TV. Like, share, subscribe.